Portuguese Ceylon refers to the control of the Kingdom of Kotte by the Portuguese Empire, in present-day Sri Lanka, after the country's crisis of the 16th century and into the Kandyan period. Portuguese presence in the island lasted from 1505 to 1658. Their arrival was largely accidental, seeking control of commerce over territorial conquest. Their appearance coincided with the political upheaval of the Wijayaba Kollaya and were drawn into the internal politics of the island as they sought to establish control over the lucrative cinnamon trade that originated there. The Portuguese used these internal divisions to their advantage during the Sinhalese Portuguese War. Direct Portuguese rule inside the island did not begin until after the death of Dharmapala of Kotte, who died without an heir and who by 1580 bequeathed the Kingdom of Kotte to the Portuguese monarch. This allowed the Portuguese sufficient claim to the Kingdom of Kotte upon Dharmapala's death in 1597. Portuguese rule began with much resistance by the local population. Eventually, the Kingdom of Kandy sought help from the Dutch Empire in their efforts to rid the island of the Portuguese. The Dutch Empire initially entered into agreement with the Kingdom of Kandy. After the collapse of the Iberian economy in 1627, the Dutch-Portuguese War saw the Dutch conquest of most of Portugal's Asian colonies. Eventually, Portugal's Ceylonese territories were ceded to the Netherlands. Nevertheless, there remain elements of Portuguese culture in Sri Lanka today from this colonial period. History: first contact between Sri Lanka and the Portuguese happened in 1505 June. It was largely accidental and it wasn't until 12 years later that the Portuguese sought to establish a fortified trading settlement. Sinhalese Portuguese War Portuguese rule Direct Portuguese rule began after the death of Dharmapala of Kotte, who bequeathed the Kingdom of Kotte to the Portuguese monarch. By 1600 the Portuguese had consolidated the main centres of rebellion, the Kalani and Kaluganga basins, leaving the border regions left to Sinhalese resistance. Revolts: in the 2 decades after the establishment of Portuguese rule there were 4 major revolts: Cangaraka Revolt, 1603 First Curavitarala Revolt, 1603 Second Curavitarala Revolt, 1616-19, Nikapatai Bandara Revolt, 1616-17. Dutch-Portuguese War Administration Portuguese captains Portuguese captain majors Portuguese captain generals See also, Dutch Ceylon, British Ceylon. References. Bibliography: De Silva, KMA History of Sri Lanka. India, University of California Press. ISBN 0-520-04320-0. C. Gaston Pereira, Kandy Fights the Portuguese. Sri Lanka, Wijayaba Publications, July 2007. ISBN 978-955-1266-77-6, Channa Wickramasekara, Kandy at War. Sri Lanka, Wijayaba Publications, 2004. ISBN 955-8095-52-4, Michael Roberts, Sinhala Consciousness in the Kandyan Period. Sri Lanka, Wijayaba Publications, 2004. ISBN 955-8095-31-1, Abazingi, Tikiri. Jaffna under the Portuguese. Colombo, Stamford Lake. Pages 66. ISBN 955-1131-70-1. Kunareza, K. The Jaffna Dynasty. Johor Dynasty of Jaffna King Unregistered Trademark S Historical Society. Pages 122. ISBN 955-8455-00-8. Gnanaprakaza, Swami. A Critical History of Jaffna. New Delhi, Asian Educational Services. Pages 122. ISBN 81-206-1686-3. Sanaka Weeraratna, Repression of Buddhism in Sri Lanka by the Portuguese, http, vgweb.org Port Rep HTM, 2005. External links. Ceylon and the Portuguese, 1505–1658. Author, Pierres, P.E., 1874. Nash, Richard Bryant, 1891. Subject, Sri Lanka, History, Portuguese History in Ceylon.